Welcome to you all. Thank you for tuning in to the Britannia Stadium action here in Stoke, and it should be a fine game. And this is our match today. It's Stoke City, and they play Bournemouth.
One I know Alan's keeping an eye on here.
That ball's his best friend when he receives it, and it's so difficult to get it off him.
The Stoke City team, here it is for you. Jack Butland starts in goal. Eric Peters starts with Glenn Johnson as the fullbacks. Marko Arnautovic plays with Xherdan Shaqiri in the wide positions.
And at the point of attack, just one lone striker.
Bournemouth are going to go with this team today.
With the way this manager likes to play, that four's going to sit pretty much in place, and the two in midfield as well.
Yeah, that defensive two won't be going too far. They won't be getting ahead of the ball many times. They'll be just trying to feed it into those front four lads.
Almost gone under the radar, Alan, but as we're here at the Britannia Stadium, we should give praise to Stoke City in this setting in particular. They're hard to beat at home, but the gradual progression, first under Tony Pulis, more recently under Mark Hughes.
Oh, most definitely. They are firmly established in the top flight with a style of football that is changing. Maybe one of the coldest stadiums in England with that wind whipping through, but it's been a great success story here.
It's Phil Dowd in charge here.
Charlie Daniels. And no direct threat to his goal this time. And it's Wilson onto the attack now. Charlie Daniels able to make a good interception. Marko Arnautovic. Adam. Whelan. Marko Arnautovic. Glenn Whelan. Bojan. And here's the shot. Well, it wasn't a chance to really get in at goal, but it was a chance to keep the ball. They're offside.
Yeah, sometimes you do despair about the decisions that footballers make. I think his manager's feeling like that anyway.
Wilson saw that pass coming in midfield, made the intervention, and now maybe he can push the team forward with his work on the ball. Marko Arnautovic. Shots on here. Great work by the goalkeeper. The ball is his, and he's made sure he's protected it. Matt Ritchie, and it's in possession now, the ball again for Stoke City. Here's the cross, and he heads it for goal. Well, the flag's up, and he's frustrated because he is caught offside. Maybe he made his run a bit too soon. Sermon. Pugh. Sermon. Walters. Possession changes feet. Now Wilson. Charlie Daniels. Francis. Matt Ritchie. Dan Gosling.
He's almost lent him the ball on that occasion. He wants it returned, and it's returned to him.
Francis. Gosling. Dan Gosling. Francis.
He's got his shot off now. Well, that's straight at the goalkeeper.
As for Stoke City, well, this is a challenge and a half for them. I think they're capable of overcoming that and getting the result that they want. Walters.
He can cross it now.
Now a throw-in.
Well, that was quickly done. Good take by the goalkeeper, but no pressure on him. Real good contest between these two as they jostle for possession.
Charlie Daniels. Distan. Francis.
Oh, in goes the cross. Danger was looming large. But they've got themselves back on the ball and they can attack themselves now.
Hugh.
He's pinched it back again.
Dan Gosling. Matt Ritchie.
Was good progress with this attack. And he gives it back to his teammate.
Francis. Cook. Marko Arnautovic. Whelan. And the goalkeeper has done well to stop that one. Marko Arnautovic.
Philip Bolscheid.
Xherdan Shaqiri. Adam. Whelan.
Played down the wing, keeping the wide attack going.
Johnson. Glenn Whelan.
It's safe to play it back to the goalkeeper. He's good with his feet.
Sermon. Pugh.
It's good work between these two.
Attacking now. Matt Ritchie.
He's going to cross it.
It's a very good effort to stop that cross. Francis.
And now he's looking for some support.
Cook. Sherman. Here's Wilson. He's got the ball back. Well, the defender. Whelan. Walters. Xherdan Shaqiri. There's some potential in this move. Johnson.
Great passage of passing play there. Shot on! Does love having the ball, this fella. Just lent it to his teammate for a moment.
Pugh. That's across the field to try and switch the play. Gone out over the touchline, that'll be a throw to the opposition. Glenn Johnson. Jeff Cameron. Xherdan Shaqiri. Bojan. Walters. It's a passing game, and my word, they're passing it well here. Francis. Gosling. And it's Wilson. Dan Gosling. Throw in here. Bojan. Johnson. Adam. Marko Arnautovic. On the attack here. Excellent play to lose his marker.
This might be it.
Taking the chance with the shot there.
Yeah, thought he might have done better there. Had a bit of time and space, good position.
Glenn Whelan. Bojan. Adam.
That's good support play from his teammates.
Glenn Johnson.
And he's moved in trying to jostle the opponent off his stride.
Walters.
And now the shot!
And that's at the goalkeeper. Not really what the attacker had in mind. Jeff Cameron. Walters.
There's the ball in.
Sermon. And it's Wilson.
And shoots! And the goalkeeper plunged to make the save.
No doubt that's a corner.
Goes for it with a fist.
Adam. Well, he saw the guy could switch the play to and came up with the pass as well. Excellent. Glenn Whelan. To Johnson. Xherdan Shaqiri. Adam. Walters.
He's got his shot off now.
Well, it was a chance, but the defender might take the credit for that. It's a long way wide.
Yeah, he certainly saw him coming. I think it put him off. He took his eye off the ball there.
You want to have another look at that one, Alan, I guess.
Well, you've got to admire that. That is wonderful.
Decision is a throw. It was a fair tackle. Charlie Daniels. Francis. Whelan. Charlie Daniels.
Gosling almost ordered his teammate to give it back to him then. Pew. Shots on here.
I think he rushed his shot there, and that's why it's so wide of the mark. Alan, your view on the attempt at goal?
He struck it with real power, Martin. I'm not sure if the keeper would have got to that if it had been on target.
Whelan. Glenn Whelan.
Back to him again.
Xherdan Shaqiri. Charlie Adam. Matt Ritchie. Francis. Charlie Daniels. Played to Glenn Johnson. Bojan. Xherdan Shaqiri. Glenn Johnson. Charlie Adam. Marko Arnautovic. Crosses in. He has cleared it well.
Philip Volscheid.
Xherdan Shaqiri. Dan Gosling. Francis. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. Francis.
Patience is the name of the game at the moment.
Pew. Charlie Daniels. Gosling. Pew. Charlie Daniels. Francis. Matt Ritchie. The shot's on! Very good try. Just off target. So it's half-time and we're still waiting for that first goal. Steady at best in the first 45 minutes, still 45 minutes to go, of course.
Didn't quite have the impact I was expecting at the start, but time to remedy that.
And it's Wilson. And shoots! And the goalkeeper plunged to make the save. And the ball is on the roll again, and the second half is underway. Hardly wasted the ball in this game. Cook. Sermon. Marco Arnautovic. Looking for an opening with some good controlled build-up. And in goes the cross. And in with the goal! Explosive shooting from Stoke City.
Well, it's come in from a long way out, and from that angle it's not always easy to finish.
Defenders caught out by it in the end.
Oh, it's a brilliant header.
Another angle on it here. Stoke City in the lead. Sermon. Matt Ritchie. Well, now they've won the ball back in the middle of the park by intercepting that pass. Dan Gosling. Pugh. Charlie Daniels. Ball goes out of play here quite clearly. An attempted pass, but not a good one. Charlie Adam. Whelan. Adam. And that goalkeeper can just saunter out and pick that up. Marco Arnautovic. Bojan. Walters. Marco Arnautovic. He's got support here. Marco Arnautovic. And shoots! Corner for Stoke City.
Substitution taking place. Going on is number 18.
Well, they've decided to make a change. There's activity down there amongst the substitutes, and one will be coming on.
Out with a punch to clear the danger.
Glenn Johnson. Marco Arnautovic.
A decent fist away by the keeper.
And it's going to be a throw here. Charlie Adam. Francis. Charlie Daniels. Sermon. Well, they're in a good position here. Charlie Adam. Marko Arnautovic. It's good vision to be able to switch the play there. Played to Glenn Johnson. Jeff Cameron. Xherdan Shaqiri. That wasn't very good control. They've lost the ball. Glenn Whelan. Adam. Marko Arnautovic. Charlie Adam. Wilson. Gosling. And it's Wilson attacking now.
Well, no scraps for the attackers to feed on from the goalkeeper that time. Hung on to the ball well.
Whelan. Played to Glenn Johnson. Marko Arnautovic.
And he gives it back to his teammate.
It's a diagonal ball to switch the play here. Whelan. Charlie Adam. Dan Gosling. Hugh.
Back to him again.
And that's across the field to try and switch the play. Charlie Daniels. Stoke City are getting ready to make a change now. Francis.
And in goes the cross. Good hands, bread and butter work really by the goalkeeper, but he did it very competently. He's having a good game.
Xherdan Shaqiri. Whelan.
Just a heavy touch, the opposition could take the ball away. Philip Volscheid.
Xherdan Shaqiri.
Does love having the ball, this fella. Just lent it to his teammate for a moment.
Marko Arnautovic.
Manbir Anjouf.
Marko Arnautovic. Charlie Adam. Whelan.
Nice return pass.
Bojan. Sylvain Distin. Hugh. Wilson.
He's looking for the cross.
Marko Arnautovic.
Charlie Adam. Well, you've got to compliment him for trying, but that's well off target.
Well, when you have the quality and the width, that's what this lad brings. You've got a special talent, and it's been a special showing as he's replaced now, the crowd recognising that.
Yeah, what he's done, he's hugged the touchline and he's stretched that opposing back line, created space for teammates inside, and vital performance from him.
McDonald. Wilson. Here's McDonald. Tackle is strong. Bojan. Sherman. Matt Ritchie. Sherman. Glenn Whelan. Xherdan Shaqiri. Charlie Adam. Glenn Johnson. Xherdan Shaqiri. Johnson. Jeff Cameron. It's good work between these two. Adam. Sherman.
And the away team want to make a change.
Francis. Matt Ritchie. Charlie Daniels. McDonald. Shot on! Comfortable that for the goalkeeper.
And that will be a throw.
Substitution in progress. Going on the field is...
Now we're going to have an alteration.
Glenn Murray.
Apollo. Whelan. Charlie Adam. Afellay passing in front of the opposition, but they're still keeping the ball. That's important. Jeff Cameron. First touch was poor. Pew. Well, we've had some chances, Alan, but it's a while since we've had a goal. They've still got the lead.
Yeah, and they're knocking the ball about with a fair bit of confidence, and they look pretty secure with this lead at the moment. That could soon change, though, of course.
The shot's on! Very good stop here. That'll be a corner.
The substitution. Going on now is number 17.
The substitute coming on to try and repair the damage now.
Goalkeeper comes out with a punch. So let's have a look at the possession stats on the screen now. There they are.
Yeah, very close. I think we could probably tell that without even looking at the figures. Not much to split these two sides.
And he gets it back.
Afellay. Charlie Adam. Possession changes feet. Sermon.
Josh King.
And on the clock, 8 more minutes.
Good tackle. Bojan.
Xherdan Shaqiri. Trying to get the ball back. And here's the shot. Tries to punch it away. Afellay. Afellay.
Philip Volscheid. Well, we're in the last knockings of the game, but we're still on the edge of our seats here. It's that close.
Afellay.
Afellay. Bojan.
Lost his marker cleverly. And the cross is in. Good stop by the goalkeeper. Xherdan Shaqiri. Afellay.
Mambiran Diouf.
Francis. Cook. He's crossed it well.
Bojan.
Fourth official has indicated at least 2 minutes.
Clock running down as they try to run forward to get into goal-scoring positions now.
Charlie Daniels. That's proper clearance. Well away from the danger zone. It's King.
Mambiran Diouf.
Xherdan Shaqiri. Glenn Whelan. Xherdan Shaqiri. Charlie Adam. Afellay.
Bojan.
And it'll go into the middle now. And shoots! And final score here, 1-0. Okay contributions, but not quite the star of the show.
Well, he was shackled really well by the defenders. one of those games where he didn't have too many chances at all.
And it's Wilson. And shoots! And the goalkeeper plunged to make the save. For an opening with some good controlled build.
And in goes the cross.